Hello guys, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel, Digital Payroll. In today's tutorial, I'll be showing you guys a smart way to get ridiculously cheap Airtel data. In fact, this is one of those videos you'll be so glad you found on YouTube if you're an Airtel user. And if you are an MTN user, I already made a video on how you can get cheap data on MTN. I'll drop the link to that video in the description or in the comment section. Just check one of those two if you are an MTN user. Today's video is for those that are Airtel users. Are you happy, guys? Awesome. So go ahead and like this video. Go ahead and drop a comment on this video if this worked for you. And also ensure to subscribe to this channel so that we can get this channel to 1000 subscribers. So imagine using your internet and boom, you receive that annoying data notification from Airtel saying that you have exhausted your data. Trust me, that feeling can be very annoying. And guess the worst part, you just recharged a 7-day plan yesterday and it's barely 48 hours. Like you've not used this for 48 hours yet, and you just recharged a 7-day plan with a lot of money. That must be very annoying for you. But here's the good news for you. You don't need to keep wasting money on a lot of data because I am about to give you access to a ridiculously cheap data plan. Regardless of the tariff you are currently using, this data plan will work for you. It will work for you and it will last the expected duration that it is expected to last. Not those ones that you buy that will be 7-day plan and within 24 hours it has exhausted. This one is a 30 days plan and it will last the set duration. So I guess you're happy, right? Awesome. So just grab your pen and jotter, pay attention and ensure to stick to the end of this video so that you get to know how to get this ridiculously cheap Airtel data. Let's get started, guys. So before I actually show you this code, it is important we check how much it costs to buy 1 gig on Airtel. So for us to check that, so that you know the difference, you know what you tend to benefit, you know how ridiculously cheap this offer is that I'm showing you guys. So let's go and check how much it costs to buy a gig on Airtel. So I'll dial *312 hash. Then I'll go to my dialer. So right here you can see the several instructions. So what we'll be doing is clicking on 2 to check the available data plans on Airtel. So let's simply go to number 3, which is weekly plan. So it means that this particular data offer lasts for a week. So once we go to number 3, so you can see that number 6 says you are getting 1 gig for just 800 naira. Can you see? For you to get 1 gig on Airtel, you have to spend 800 naira. But amazingly, with this method I'll be showing you in this video, you get to learn how you can get 1 gig of data for just 187 naira. That's crazy, guys. 187 naira. I know it sounds too good to be true, but guys, don't be shocked when I get to review that secret to you guys. Alright, so for us to get access to this amazing cheap data, you need to go to your dialer again. So let's get back to our dialer and dial *312. I could have continued from where we stopped earlier, but I don't want it to get confusing for you. So let's start afresh by dialing *312. So once I dial *312, then I dial it right here and it brings this out for me. Can you see? So what you do at this point is for you to dial number 2 again, which says data plan. So once you dial number 2, so over here you can see that we have several data plans right here. We have the daily plans, big weekly, monthly, big monthly plan, 3 months plus plan, social plan, and we have everyday plan. So you want to go ahead and click on everyday plan. So once you click on everyday plan, you get to see the offer that everyday plan has for us. So right here you can see that we have the access to buy about 15 gig of data for 4,000 naira, and we also have the access to buy about 40 gig of data for 7,500 naira. Yeah, I know this is a lot of money, but if you do your plus or minus, you realize that you are buying a gig of data for about 187 naira. If at all you are doubting me, let's go ahead and check that in our calculator. So once I go to my calculator and check this, you get to see that when we do 75 divided by 40, so it means for every 1 gig we get with this plan, we are spending 187 naira. Can you see that? So would you rather buy a gig of data for 800 naira or would you rather buy it for 187 naira? I'm very sure that if you accumulate all what you spend on data in a month while buying it for 800 naira or whatever plan you currently buy over there, I'm very sure that in a month you are spending more than 7,500 naira. Just do your calculation over there. You are spending more than 7,500 naira. And if peradventure you cannot afford to spend 7,500 naira at a time, you can also go for the other plan, which is you getting 15 gig for 4,000 naira. So let's see how much that gives us for 1 gig. So once you do 4,000 naira divided by 15, so it means for every 1 gig on this plan, you are spending 266 naira. It is still like way lesser than how much you actually buy data using the normal code. Can you see? This is ridiculously cheap. So for you to know that this actually works, I'm not showing you a video that you go ahead and try right there and it won't work for you. So I'll go ahead and buy one of these plan and you get to see that it truly works. It truly works. So for us to buy the data plan, we have to go back to *312 again. So once you check *312, then you dial it. So let's wait for this. All right, you can see. So I'll go to where we have data plan, which is number 2. So then I go to everyday plan, which is number 8. So right at this point, I'm trying to buy it so that you see that it truly works. So just ensure that you've recharged the amount you want to use to buy it. So right on my scene right here, I already recharged 7,500 naira. So I'll just go ahead and click on number 2, which says 40 gig for 7,500 naira. So once I click on number 2 and send it, so you can see number 1 says buy and auto renew, while number 2 says buy once. So you want to click on number 2, which says buy once. So I'll click on number 2. Can you see? You have successfully purchased everyday plan 7,500 naira for, they just wrote the date right there. So it means that we now have about 40 gig of data, which was purchased for just 7,500 naira. Amazing, right? So that is basically how you get to get the cheap data using this code. So it is important I let you know that this particular plan you just bought, there's a daily quota that will be given to you. So every particular day, you'll be given 1.3 gig of data every day. By 12 midnight, you are giving 1.3 gig. And if you don't get to exhaust it, it gets roll over to the next day. You can see I showed you guys how you can get 1 gig for 187 naira. So this is how you get to go about getting a ridiculously cheap data plan from Airtel. So if you try this code and it worked for you, then the least you can do is to subscribe to this channel. Remember I said I want us to take this channel to 1,000 subscribers. So let's take this channel to 1,000 subscribers. Show your support and encouragement by subscribing to this channel, by liking this video, and also dropping a comment if you actually got value from this video. I said if you got value. If you didn't get value at all, you can ignore all this. But if you got value from this video, ensure to like this video, ensure to subscribe to this channel, and also drop a comment in the comment section. And also don't forget to turn on your bell notification so that you can always get notified whenever I drop this kind of videos in subsequent time. I'll be seeing you guys in my next tutorial. Bye guys.